It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late. Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You sure you took your sweet time? I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Yeah, Taka, come on. Even Mondo is like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. And there wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened. It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there, with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Not now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, I guess Sayaka made the first move. But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have a reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean? The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great a risk. Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game. No. No what? I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What do you mean? Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it? She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame, not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would happen to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon, in that amazing way. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
あとですね、先ほどのお前らの発言には、自分を正当化しようとするあざましさが見え隠れしていました。見え見え隠れ、見え見えくらいの割合。つまり、ほとんど丸見えな見え隠れでした。いいですか？よく覚えておいてくださいね。人が人を裁く責任は重いんだ。秩序は犠牲と責任の上にのみ成り立つんだよ。ではでは、いい夢をおやすみなさい。
Was that just now? Is he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. Piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all into the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it. Oh, come on, Taka. Okay, lift your arms up and down.
さらに強く上下に曲げ伸ばしましょう。全身を緊張させ、素早さと力強さを身につけるのだ。
Ah, doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Oh, I sound pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Do you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you. A whole new world. It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he showed up. But, a new world. Is he talking about a way to get outside? That seems unlikely. No, we don't know till we look. Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time. Okay then, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. I guess I have to do that too. I'd like to look around. I don't think there are any mono coins I can find in here. Oh well. Might as well just leave. Sup, hero? Hey, Makoto. Did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing. but this is awful. Bad, awful, terrible trap. That stuff you see lined up there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin. Let me out of here. Let me out. I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Good call. Alright, well, hey look. Second floor's not blocked off anymore. Let's talk to Taka. Makoto, look. The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem the path to the second floor is opened up. But it's also of utmost importance to double-check the areas we already know about, just in case. Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes. Well, I'll leave the school to you. The entire school? I mean, you can do stuff too, besides standing around here, you stupid cardboard cutout. Stop looking at me. Stop it. Taka, please. Taka. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Pretty sure I just had some frame drops there. Looks like we have another floor that we can go to. Classroom. Oh, we got a library. Gosh. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not that kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. I'm absolutely shocked. How come? They have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works. Oh, yeah? Why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. Just don't get it. Not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this. Appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Those two really worry me. What's this? The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy. It was buried under a thick layer of dust, and must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission. What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office, throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower this curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this even mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Housepeak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school and never saw anything about this. That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people who could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter's real. If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? If the true events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... But still, this library is most interesting. Oh, what's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed. There's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy? I don't care if it's an anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth. Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm going to throw up. You've insulted me and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I have never seen anything like it. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true, I don't really have any reason to check it out. Even though you do. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. Well, I guess we head out. Oh, I guess not. Well, fine. God. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. $100 hype. Oh, hey, computer. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Well, that can't... That's gotta be it, right? Good God. Oh. There's a thick layer of dust on the top of the desk. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in... Oh, come on. It's the same schlock. Should be it. Right? Yep. Alright. It's got classroom 2B over here. For some reason 2A is all the way on the other side. Pretty sure there's something else around here. Yeah, there is. Aha! Pool. Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what? I found a pool. There's a pool here. A pool! Oh, and there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. He just seems way more excited than usual. The second floor has opened up. The living area has grown and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, things have been made much more comfortable for us. If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Well, I kind of agree there, Celeste. The locker rooms connect to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it. Why are you getting mad? Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say that's kind of unexpected. But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. You don't even want to go into the locker room. It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's pretty weird phobia, though. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that? That's a pretty big gun. I kinda like it. A bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Get as many mana coins as you possibly can. Oh, alright, let's head off to the pool. Behind this door is the locker room. Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really? Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across a card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll go duka 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 duka. I bet it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into a girl's locker room, would it not? What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There, so now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? Because it's my brain is 100% cotton. I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at the age where you tried to hump a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then, in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya. Man, that stupid Bartoli ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me? There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face. Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor, but I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how did it go? Did anyone discover anything interesting? Any interesting new anything? Wait. What the hell? What is that? There's a library. And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment. There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right. Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like it. Keep in mind, of course, that going out at night time is still prohibited. Please do not forget. Well, that's a rule that only you came up with, Celeste, so, you know. Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You found anything like that? Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not that I saw. You fucking people. Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck. We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation. Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover anything. So, are we done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope? Just to turn around and betray that hope?
午後10時になりました。ただいまより夜時間になります。まもなく食堂はドアをロックされますので、立ち入り禁止となります。ではでは、いい夢を。おやすみなさい。
We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed.